Howdy, hey everybody, my name is Silver Knight. I am coming into the world of Guild Wars 2 from the perspective of a long-time World of Warcraft player. This series chronicles my journey through the world of Tyria, which I did actually kind of have to look up because I kind of didn't know the name of the world, but you know, the more you know. And all of its bumbling, falling off cliffs, and getting killed in incredibly stupid ways glory. I hope you enjoy. I'm honestly surprised that I'm alive right now, to be honest with you. I actually thought that I was going to... Oh, dear God. Oh, this is kind of horrifying. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Maybe I shouldn't be swimming around here when I just heard something apparently fall over, but I can't see what that was. I'm guessing it was the upstairs neighbors. I genuinely don't know. But this is some, like, creepy deep-sea Cthulhu shit. Assuming that's the edge of the map right there. Okay. Okay. Literally cannot see where I am. Creepy. Alright. The Sea of Elan, eh? So they definitely don't want you going past that point. Kind of curious as to what Siren's Landing is, but I'm assuming I'm going to have to find that later. Undiscovered Vista. Waypoint. So since I've kind of found myself in this particular direction, I guess I'm going this way. Actually, wait, no. We're going to go this way. And we're going to do a little bit of deep sea exploring, apparently. Sort of action tapping is fun. Oh no, I think Terra probably has some of the best action combat in the game. Like that, I still jump onto that every so often and just run around and play, and it's so fucking fun. It's such a fun game to play in terms of its content. It's just everything else about it feels kinda... Especially since they broke being able to use a gamepad fully. Like there's just one or two buttons that apparently just straight up don't work. This music is so fucking creepy. Are you guys hearing this? Hold on. Oh, right, I'm full screen. Shit. Can I get out of full screen, please? I would like to have access to my mouse now. Wow, this is actual legit full screen. Okay. Okay. There we go. Turning this up so that way you can hopefully hear this. Like, I'm not even wearing earphones right now, right? But just hearing this from the speaker is so fucking creepy, dude. Okay. That's the limit. Fair enough. So creepy, dude. Sorry, it was too cool to not take a picture of. What the hell is that? Oh, I guess I'm allowed to see things now? Turn this back down. Water here is creepy. Cool, but creepy. I have explorinated. Fuck you, buddy. There's that. Something Hylic, eh? Oh, oh, undead Hylic. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Maybe you'll think twice next time.
Nope. Not. No, we've seen enough. We've seen enough creep today. We've done enough deep sea exploration. I think we're done for now. Back to the mainland we go. Yeah, right? The breathing sound was really just very unfortunate. I mean, great, but unfortunate. Hello, Cthulhu. Sup? Hello, Max Helm. How are you doing today? Get out the way. Don't need to quit it. Okay, so Blighted Battleground definitely sounds like a pleasant and inviting place to be. Point of interest. Doesn't necessarily look like there's a point of interest down here, but there is stuff to explorinate. So explorinate I will go. Because usually if there's stuff that hasn't been explored, that means that stuff will be there. Which is how map exploration usually works, SK. If you find things that aren't there, if you explore the map, you will find things there, yes. That's how explanation works. I'm not too bad, can't complain, sir. You doing okay there, Max Helm? Okay. This definitely actually helps, though, having the story thing closed. I know that people literally said that to me maybe half a dozen times, and I'm like, eh, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want. I enjoy my noobishness. Yoop. There it is. Oh, hello there. Hello there, good looking. How do you, okay, that's how you get. These zones are so fucking cool to explore, though. Oh, fun. You're part of the entire swath of the US that's getting that major snowstorm hit. Because where I'm at, we didn't really get a snowstorm. We just got the massive cold front that came behind it. So we've been dealing with like 50 mile an hour. This is fucking cool looking, though. They got fucking halo rings and shit. Wait, what? I can just have all of these? Yes, please give me all of the cypress saplings. I will absolutely chop down these newly trees around this devastated area that are clearly supposed to be to signal regrowth. My trees now, bitch! Ugh. Ow, that kind of hurt a little bit more than I was expecting it to, but that's alright. Bunch of dead-ass people over there. Sounds like a good time. Excuse me. Thank you. Get out of my way. I see you're there. But I want to explorinate all the things. Aha! There is something to explorinate there. Okay. Oh, so you're going to be dealing with it for the next day or two, huh? That sounds like fun. Texas can't get snowstorms. I mean, like, we literally can. What I mean is that we functionally can't because it's basically, like, post-Armageddon. Nobody knows what the hell to do with themselves. People are walking around in freaking, like, sandals and slippers, and I'm just like, don't y'all even have a pair of... Oh, no. Hello. Hi. Goodbye. Bye. Sup. Hello. And goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Farewell. I would like to not die today. Thank you. Now that's how you introduce a champion mob. You just walk like that is a fucking fell reaver without the noise. Just walked up and just sup. How's it going? Hope you enjoy dying. Okay. Okay, Mr. Giant Risen Monster, sir. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. And for what it's worth, I apologize if I end up coming across rude earlier, and this is also to anybody who's watching this later on YouTube as well. If I seem to be coming across as rude or short when somebody gives me help, then I'm just like, ah, quit telling me what to do, nerd. I do appreciate the help and the info and stuff like that, but typically speaking, you know, I am usually the kind of person that likes sort of figuring stuff out on my own, because I'm dumb, I suppose. But I typically try to, like, figuring things out. Nope, nope, get, oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Alright. But yeah, it is genuinely not my intent if I come across sounding rude. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I'm just... For me, exploring is at least half the fun. In any given game, is just trying to explore things and sort of figure it out. You know, the joy of discovery is kind of my jam. I'm not super competitive unless there is something to be discovered in the competition. If I can learn things, and moreover, if I can learn things and put those things to use, then yeah, you know, that's the fun stuff for me, is I'm like, oh, that's cool. What can I do with this? But I love exploring and discovering things. People are like, oh, if you go across this bridge, you get it, like that. Thank you, but also, like, I wanted to figure that out on my own. If I am legitimately trying to figure something out, usually I will be specific and be like, hey, do you guys know how the hell to do this? I will specifically try to call out and say, hey, like, I'm kind of lost. Can I get some help? Usually if it's me just going, huh, I wonder what's over here. That is literally me just stream of consciousness thinking out loud, because I kind of want to figure it out. But I also recognize that the internet's the internet, and it's kind of in the internet's purview to always have the answers, sort of thing. And I suppose it's good that, you know, people care enough that they want to answer. I mean, nobody has to. They can just let me be a nublet and kind of do my own thing. And y'all need to back the fuck off me now. Quit it. So I appreciate everybody being helpful. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just, you know, I got ADHD and I get my dopamine from discovery, so don't deny me my food. I am not going to be playing Lost Ark next month. I have no interest in it. Like, believe it or not, I mean, I've played a lot of MMOs. I've not really been hyped to play most MMOs in a long time. I think, legitimately, the last MMO I was probably even remotely hyped to play was, I think, Rift. Back in, that was like, what, 2010? 2012? Something like that. Because I actually, to the point where I played that, that's, thus far, has probably been the only other game, aside from World of Warcraft, where I not only got to max level, I actively participated in endgame for an extended period of time. And for me, an extended period of time is like 3 months or so, because I think I went maybe about 4 or 5 months before I kind of got bored and quit. I came back for their Ember Isle content patch sort of thing, which was also really cool. It was basically Timeless Isle before Timeless Isle was a thing, by the way. I liked it a lot. But ever since then, I'm just like, man, I don't... Like, I play WoW when I'm interested in... When I play WoW when I get the itch, and when I don't get the itch, you either play single-player games, or I play, like, WoW private servers, or I just, you know, have a life, or whatever. You know, but I'm really not, like, the hardcore, you know, MMO fanatic I used to be, because I'm just like, man... You know, I used to play MMOs when I was younger because, you know, I was kind of a shut-in that was... not having a super great, you know, home life, and I wanted to interact with people in a format that I didn't expressly hate every single waking moment of my existence. And, you know, World of Warcraft, and also Final Fantasy before it, really, was, ow, you dicks. Quit being dicks. Quit being dicks, please. You know, it functionally served as an escape. It was a place where I could be whatever I wanted so long as it wasn't me. And that was nice, but I am not in that place anymore. I am not that person anymore, and I really don't have any desire to escape into a virtual world the way I did, you know, 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know, now I'm just kind of okay to, like, you know, jump into a virtual world and kind of have fun. You know, if I run into other people, that's cool. I still enjoy seeing other people. It feels really nice to be in a persistent world in which other people are there. But if I don't interact, if I don't have to interact with any of those people in a sort of meaningful way that can, hint, meaningful way means in a way where they can actively fuck me over from doing what I want to do, then that's fine. What I have learned in my life, for better or for worse, is that people are often a hindrance in the things that I want to do. And now I don't want to interact with them anymore, usually, unless, you know, it's fun to talk to, it's fun to chat with, it's fun to be social with people. But the idea is like, oh, it's a cooperative, like, we really need to cooperate to take down this huge foe, and it's really great to be with me with my friends. And I'm like, I don't want to play this with my friends, because these MMOs are usually kind of like... I know that's literally massively multiplayer is in their name, but typically speaking, it's usually, they're not really designed for like massively multiplayer engagement sort of thing. For the most part, they don't really, they seem to break a lot when massively multiplayer is engaged. And that and just people in large quantities are kind of awful, just as a general rule. That's not aimed at any one particular, like, affiliation or organization or demographic. It's just people in large quantities. I mean, there's literally, I think, a research that's been done that, you know, the larger the crowd size is for people, the collectively dumber they all become, because basically it's lowest common denominator. The loudest voice gets the most attention, and everyone's brain just turns into jello, and everybody just herds around and follows each other like idiots. So I'm not super trusting of literally anything that's large. Any large grouping of literally anything, private, public, online, in-person, video game, real life, it doesn't matter what it is, I do not trust it. Emphatically do not trust it. Why are you playing MMOs? Because they're fucking cool. They're fun. I can just run around in a virtual world and just kind of have fun and explore and do shit. Like, that's literally why I play them, because it's just a fun little, you know... It's like a vacation without me having to, excuse me, you fucking douchebag. I don't know who's fucking attacking me, but you need to stop fucking attacking me, because I don't goddamn appreciate it. Heal, please? Heal, please? I've already gained I can from this place of power. Okay.
Oh, what's happening?
I got what I could from this position of power? What?
Protected.
I communed with this? Huh. I somehow earned this. Okay, I don't know how or when or where, but y'all bitches need to get off me, please. Basically, I'm an enigma wrapped in a Twinkie. Wrapped in a fair slathering of hypocrisy. I get it, but, like... You know... MMOs are fun to explore in, but they're kind of just sort of like mini vacations where I can just kind of do whatever and then leave, you know? Maybe that's what it is. Vacations, you know, MMOs at this point are vacations, not commitments. You know, I can run in, have fun, have a blast, and then I can kind of fuck off and do whatever. You know, if it becomes to the point where it has to become a time investment, which it usually ends up being, if you have, you know, if you play this game with friends, then it's a... you know, going out with the friends for a week sort of thing. Like, I don't even go out with... I have friends, but, like, I don't even go out with my friends consistently, because at that point it starts to feel like a chore. I have no interest in doing anything on a regular basis other than, like, eating, sleeping, and bathing. You know, I go to work on a regular basis because I have to, not because I want to. Like, I don't want to have anything as a particular routine, because routines just make my brain hurt after a while. Because routines are chores. And I don't like them. An enigma wrapped in a Twinkie. I'm pretty sure that was... I'm pretty sure I stole that from Seinfeld. I'm like 95% sure. Because I think it was actually in reference to Newman, if I'm remembering the scene. And somehow it's one of the only scenes I remember from Seinfeld. It was like talking about Newman, who was the rather rotund male dude that lived next to Seinfeld. And there was like, well, maybe he's an enigma wrapped in a riddle. And he's like, he's an enigma wrapped in a Twinkie. What are you talking about? And that phrase has always stuck with me. But yes, I'm an enigma wrapped in a Twinkie, and that Twinkie is slathered in a fair slathering of hypocrisy. Like, it's a fun world to hang around in and kind of see people and chill with. You know, it's like going to a concert. You know, you can go to a concert and you can see a whole bunch of people and you can enjoy the... Who the fucking... Why is everything goddamn rooting me? What is this shit? Does everything in this zone root me? Because I'm getting rather irritated with the fact that I can't fucking move.
Protected.
The undead with their fucking rooting shit needs to stop. But, you know, I equate at this point MMOs with, like, going to concerts. They're fun to go to. They're fun to chill out with. They're fun to hang with. And maybe they're fun to go with your friends, but I don't know if I would enjoy going to a concert if it became like a go to a concert every single week, because I'd probably fucking go deaf. And I definitely would not be enjoying myself after a certain point. You know, it feels less like you're doing something to have fun and more like it's an obligation. Well, I have to go because my friends are going. And maybe I'm just like a selfish piece of shit. I don't know, but I typically am not very good at just doing things for the sake... Like, I've done things for the sake of other people. Ow, fuck your shit. Every last one of you can fuck off. Okay, what the hell is all this noise? What is this shit?
Advance.
Okay, these assholes need to fucking quit. I just want the hero point. Stacks intensify. Okay, I should probably be reading this. I imagine this is probably kind of important. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Okay, what the fuck is going on with this shit?
Protected.
Okay. Is there something I'm missing?
Save yourselves.
There we go. Fuck this place. Never coming back here. Never coming back here again. Screw that. Let's not aggro literally everything, because apparently everything here is full of dicks.
It's done.
So, super long story short, I play the game for my own reasons. I do the things that I do what I do for enjoyment for my own reasons. If other people are involved, cool. If they're not involved, probably even better. Like, my time is, at this point, very limited. And as fun as I can have seeing my friends and seeing other people, when it becomes necessary to see other people, then it just becomes work. And if I wanted to deal with other people I didn't have to deal with when I had to deal with it, I would just go to work and get paid. And this is coming from someone that actually, like, ran a guild back in my Final Fantasy XI days. It was actually not a very good guild looking back upon it. It was actually total shit. And that's you know, it's what happens when you have, you know, a 20-year-old running a guild, probably. But yeah, I hate people, is what it amounts to, is I hate people and they are tiring, and just, I am exhausted of having to deal with interpersonal office politics bullshit. Like, I just want to play a game and have fun, man. Even with friends, you can sometimes find that thing where it's like, you know, just, man, I've seen shit in my day, and I don't want to deal with people. I enjoy the world. I enjoy running around in worlds. This is a fucking amazing place. Like, this is an amazing world to explore. But I honestly, at this point, don't think I ever want to get into fuck your shit. What is this garbage? But, I don't think I ever want to get... And not that I can't get into another... I had said it earlier that, like, I don't think I can ever get into another game the way I've gotten into WoW. I think I'm going to go a step above that. I don't think I ever want to get into another game the way I got into WoW, because, like, life's too fucking short for that shit, man. Like, I want to enjoy this game, I want to play it and have fun with it, but I also want to be able to walk away when I'm done with it, and not feel like I'm obligated to keep going because of the amount of work and time and effort I've put into something, and, like, some weird psychological trap bullshit, like... And the thing that pisses me off about Blizzard is that, you know, before they would say, you know, like, they would put in signs like, take everything in moderation, even World of Warcraft, we don't want you playing every day, yada, yada, yada. They've actively embraced it at this point, where they want you playing every single day. Fuck your mental health. Fuck what's actually good for you. Like, they're putting in stuff... Oh no, I probably shouldn't have done that yet. I probably should have read what that said and probably should have cleared it out first. And now I might just die. Sorry, moment of talkie over. Moment of not die is now, in full swing, because I can't see shit, Captain.
Save yourselves!
I would love to. Oh, thanks. Okay. Well, that was neat.
Advance!
Thank you, random high level, for saving my life. But yeah, I don't want to ever get into a game the way I got into WoW, simply because, like, I love WoW. I still love my characters. I still love the guts of the way the game plays. But I don't want... I mean, I don't like the direction the game has been going in since literally Cataclysm. I mean, shit, even Wrath of the Lich King, I didn't really enjoy it because I thought it was actually too easy. And honestly, I still think that. I think they made heroics too easy, and that started the sort of downward trend of, like, making things super easy and super kind of face roll when it didn't necessarily have to be, for the purpose of getting the lowest common denominator. There does need to be a small element of change. Like, this is open world content, right? And I nearly got my ass rocked. The only way I survived was because a random player came in and saved my life. And I like that. I like the fact that the open world still can present a certain amount of challenge, especially if you're stupid and not thinking straight. You know what I mean? If you're a super experienced player and you know everything you're doing and you're super geared, then the chances of you dying is probably going to be relatively slim, but there is still a chance. You know, if you're under geared, you do need to show the world, like, the proper respect that it's due. And I like that, goddammit. I like the fact that you kind of have to pay attention a little bit. You know, where I was being stupid and just kind of running around and I got my ass clapped for it. And quite like I said, I'm okay with that because that was my mistake. And WoW continued and further continues to kind of get away from that in, like, open world content, to the point where, like, well, open world content shouldn't be challenging. I'm like, but it should be. There should be some element of challenge, some small hint of death if you're not paying a bit of attention. If you're being stupid and overpulling, you should die. There should be an element of challenge where you kind of need to use your toolkit if you want to take on a big crowd. God damn it. But WoW has gone in a direction I haven't liked for years at this point. And, you know, it made me realize that I'm like, I was playing WoW just because I was bored and I needed something to do. I mean, even now, I'm like, I still have them installed on my handhelds, but, you know, when the handheld, one or either of the handhelds dies, because the battery dies, well, I plug it back in and, like, that's it. That's all I'm playing for that day. And if I don't get what I want to get done, whatever, I don't really care, because, like, I don't want to have to feel like I'm obligated to play. And that's the thing that Blizzard seems to be embracing, where it's like, just keep playing a little bit longer, and that way they're forcing, like, they're putting in, especially with Shadowlands, they've put in a lot of these systems where you can tell that they are aped directly from mobile games and free-to-play, specifically free-to-play mobile games, where they want you to develop the habit of going in, clicking a thing to make the happy brain juice chemicals happen. They're doing it to form the habit. They're doing, and that shit is, like, I don't think a lot of game developers are understanding that they are going to be pissing off a lot of contingent of people that don't like that shit. Because there's a reason that gambling is, like, gambling places, casinos and stuff like that are very, very, very heavily regulated, especially in the United States, because it can kind of ruin people's lives, and beyond that, like, people don't like it. You don't want to introduce that kind of shit into your games, because that's going to invite the federal government to be like, hey, so, yo, they're basically, like, what was it, for 15, 20 years, Jack Thompson tried to basically bury video games for bullshit reasons, like, oh, it incites violence, and now these motherfuckers are actively trying to, like, they're actively waving their ass. They're just actively mooning the fuck out of all of these advocacy groups by putting all of these shit that the video game players don't want. Like, video gamers don't want this. They don't want that. They don't want these things in their games. And the ones who do want it in their games already are addicted in some fashion or another, and I say that in, I would say, the best possible way, but it's the only, you know, the contingent of players who literally cannot stop playing because of that psychological foundation laying, where they are basically training you to play this to get the happy brain chemicals, and the ones who are super susceptible to it are already stuck into it, or just, you know, I mean, like, it's their happy game. Like, there's nothing wrong with playing WoW every day because it's the game that relaxes you and makes you happy. That's literally why I played it for years, because it was a place where you can escape to. I'm not going to fault somebody for doing that. What I am going to fault are game developers leaning into that to sort of train people who ordinarily wouldn't play every day to play every day, either through obligation or through, you know, just sort of semi-insidious, nefarious ways to sort of strong-arm them, or psychologically, like, Skinnerbox shit, right? I mean, WoW's been a Skinnerbox for years, but I mean, they seem to have really, really, really started leaning into it. Where the hell am I going? Did I earn that one? I did not earn that one. Fuck, I went in the wrong direction. Poops. Poops McGee. I do not want to run through that shithole again, but I'm going to.
Advance.
Can't bring yourself to play Blizz games anymore. I honestly can't blame you. Like, at this point, it made me realize it this last time because I had game time left, and I'm like, you know, because I was watching something else, and it had World of Warcraft music on in the background, and that was just like, damn, you know, I kind of want to, like, I just had the itch to just sort of look at my characters again. And then I did, and then I started doing the dailies, because the dailies give you, like, 2,000 gold per daily per character, and you can do 3 of them, you know, you can do 3 of them on a character at a time. And it's like, after a couple of days, it made me realize that I really wasn't logging on because I was having any measure of fun, but because I could make number go up, and number go up, make brain juice happy, sort of thing. And I'm like, this is how gambling addicts get started. And so I uninstalled on my computer. I still have them on the handhelds because I still get the itch, and I'm just like, well, you know, at least that way I can just sort of log on, have fun, but once the battery's dead, like, that's it. You know, I just log off and we're good, basically. Because really, at that point, usually I'm just playing more out of habit than anything. How is it that every single time I play an MMO, I just spend half the time talking about WoW? Why is that? What is wrong with me? Don't answer that, by the way. That is a rhetorical question. For the love of God. You said it was a big part of my life, and man, I ain't got that. I ain't got time for that shit anymore. Like, whatever game, whatever MMO I end up making my home, like, I cannot, and I will not let myself seep as far into the crack, because, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cracking out either, you know what I mean? You have a spare couple of days and you spend all that time playing the game because it's new and it's shiny and it's got all that shiny new dopamine shit to it. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, you know, when it gets to the point where you're not really enjoying it, but you're playing it because you're trying to recapture that enjoyment for some reason, and you're thinking it's supposed to give you that enjoyment, like, it doesn't have to, it's a video game. You're not enjoying it, don't play it. And that sounds super simplistic until you get into that whole, like I said, the whole psychological, where it can get its hooks in you sort of thing. And the fact that Blizzard is actively leaning into that kind of stuff now, has been for several years, but especially with Shadowlands, they've leaned into it so hard that, I mean, it is blatantly obvious at this point. And it's really unfortunate. It makes me sad. And again, and bear in mind, I haven't mentioned a single word about the whole thing that's been happening with the company, because that's not even what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about the actual game itself, like the quality of the games. It's unfortunate because, like, I actually was kind of interested in finishing up the, I had a playthrough going of, how the fuck do I get to you? I had a playthrough going of Warcraft 2, on the Sega Saturn, and I kind of was thinking about trying to finish that up on my YouTube channel. And it's just, I've been kind of squicked out about playing it due to those reasons, to say nothing. Oh, how do I get up Octopus down here? How do I climb Cthulhu Tower? Is this how I climb Cthulhu Tower? Hello? Hello, Cthulhu Tower. This is SK, how are you? What's up? Okay, Cthulhu, could you please open your door for me? I'm having to, like, climb up your ass here, and I'm sure you're probably not a fan of that either, and if you are, please do not tell me differently. How does one get up Cthulhu's ass here? I just thought about what I said. Just gonna move on. No, no, you can back up off my ass, please. That would be absolutely super duper coolio. How does one get up? How does one get up? Okay, dude. A man.
Fury rising.
Can you please get up out of my face? Thank you. So it's probably on Coral Town here, right? Probably having something to do with Coral Town? Not there. Christ, man. Upstairs neighbors are fucking something else. I think this is literally where I just went. I think I literally started climbing up here and then was just like, whoops, not through here. Okay, seriously though.
Fury rising.
And both of you kindly fuck off, please. No. No, no. That is not what I want you to do. That has not been discussed.
Protected.
Oh, that was a pleasant sound. Totally into that. Give this one more shot and then I'm just going to try elsewhere and come back to these two later. Because typically the vistas don't require too much in the way of jumping puzzle bullshit to get to where you're going. If anything, they usually require either going through like a hidden cave or, you know, going across something that spans another area or something like that. Because it looks like I should be going up the tree, right? But how does one get to the tree? Once again, I'm climbing up Cthulhu's ass. As I guess one is... You son of a bitch. As one is wont to do in this day and age. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh my god. Bitch.
Advance.
Okay, so I guess there's just a... Cthulhu does not want anyone up his ass. That's fair. Okay, seriously though. Let me up. Let me up, please. So one needs to go up the tree. You know, I've never paid attention to the fact that my monitor has, like, sun glare until now. And of course, now is the time that I realize that I'm like, I can't see shit. Because there's glare. That's not me blaming the monitor for my own failings. I mean, that's just me just sucking. I'm aware of it, but... How the fuck? And clearly there's a way to get up there because I see diving goggles. Unless it's a matter of going over that way. This was the solution? Okay. Hey guys, I found the solution. You just run around the other side. I'm not mad at the game. I'm mad at myself. Because I am bad.
Charge!
I almost fell off the edge and I would have absolutely deserved every moment of that. Okay. This is a little bit more jump puzzly than what I typically see in a Vista, but then again, this is also an endgame zone, so that kind of stands to reason. Sweet Jesus. Oh, baby. A triple. Yoop. 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 Okay, where do I go from here? I mean, I go up there, but how do we get there? Okay.
That's refreshing.
Oh, no. You know the best part about this? Every single time that I have died in recent memory, the waypoint closest to me has been contested. So, yep, that one's contested too. That one's contested. So I gotta run all the way back from here. Be right back. I'm on full screen, so I can't move my fucking... God damn it. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Give me just a minute. I did not forget about you. I did not forget. My roomie came back, discussions happened, etc., etc. Oh, did somebody res me? Oh. What? I think somebody resed me? I'm confused as to how I'm still here. Fuck. Supposed to be over there. Or how the hell? Where the hell? What the hell? What? I think it's this? I think. Maybe? No. No, that is not what I did. Here? I have now officially lost interest in getting this vista right now. To be completely honest with you, I'm probably just going to grab this waypoint and just call it good for now. Okay. I don't remember what I'm doing and I've stopped caring. Okay.
Protected.
I started feeling really bad in like the last 5 or 10 minutes. That's also one of the reasons I went, took a break, trying to get something to, get something light to eat, but it doesn't really seem to be doing a whole lot of good, so I may actually have to call this, sooner rather than later, because I really don't feel well right now. Something over here. I wish I was young enough that I could just stream uninterrupted and not suffer for stupid reasons. It's a fucking, like, demon evil?
Protected.
Oh no, it's a zombie eagle. That's even worse. So is this whole place like Zombie Town or some shit? Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna have to call it, like, I need to lay down. Lay down, lay down. Sorry, guys. I appreciate it.